I think the biggest impact Gatis has is on students is he has developed a self-study skills in them. I mean, I was observing one lesson, and the lesson was structured in such a way that first the kids were divided in groups, so each group did their own work for a while. Then one group quietly went to Gatis' desk, and then they studied, I think they studied more deeper about this concept, and they quietly went back, and then another group went to Gatis' desk and studied for a while. When all groups went through Gatis and they all have finished their work in groups, they went outside school to do some project work. And Gatis even didn't go outside, he stayed with us observers. Those kids went outside, did some project work, then they came back together and in groups discussed the findings of this project work. Then they all together then they presented these results, and the whole lesson was structured so that kids, students are doing their work, and basically Gatis is just facilitating this whole process. I think that is one really big impact Gatis has made on students. Another impact that Gatis has made is he has increased interest about physics. After first year, 80% of his students said that they want to continue to come to physics afternoons, which are organized by Gatis. And there was this one father saying, although his daughter, she's not great in physics, but she still wants to come to and enjoys coming to these physics afternoons, because there's one place she discovers more about physics in an interesting way. In broader scale, Gatis has impact also on his colleagues and school. In the end of first semester, when he was in school, he initiated discussion, and together with colleagues from IT department and other teachers, they all developed a rubric how to evaluate presentations. And right now, all school is using this rubric on how to evaluate good presentation. Yes, I am confident that Gatis has made long-term impact, because skills that he has developed in his students, such as this self-organizing or self-study skills, they are transferable in many other fields beyond school. And another thing is that when he gets his feedback, when he gets feedback on how he's doing in his lessons from his students, and they all together shape this course of science, they all agree that, well, it is necessary to use a language, professional language. It is all necessary to develop this cooperation skills, and it is important to state your opinion and argue about it, and defend it. So they are working on skills beyond science and beyond school. So I'm pretty confident about this long-term impact. In first year, when Gatis started to teach, he taught math in a class where everyone said that, well, basically they're not good at math and they will never be good at math. And Gatis started teaching math with traditional methods by delivering content and then giving giving tasks to children so they would solve some problems there. But he quickly understood that it will not be the way that these kids will learn. So he started to adapt some strategies from his physics lessons. He introduced more practical problems. He led children to work together. He made project works in math. And yeah, this is how he improved during his first year. And the result is that in this class, he's not teaching math anymore to this class, but they still have this interest in subject and they still are keen to learn math. So second thing where I see Gatis has made progress is in his second year he started to teach a new subject, and it's new subject for country as such, for our education system, because it is a bit of a chemistry, physics and biology all in 1 year, called science. And he developed this program of how he's going to teach this subject, and this program is not limited to knowledge about each of these science areas, but it's also more complex. He's developing skills such as presentation, group work, research, which are more than knowledge about physics or biology. And the good thing is that he's now sharing this program with first our other participants who are teaching the same subject, and he's sharing this program with other colleagues across country, because they also have the same situation of starting to teach new subject. And yeah, this is another field where I see Gatis has made big progress. Gatis is reflecting all day, every day, in his head or in his mind. Well, in first year he was one who regularly wrote professional development notes, stating what are the tasks of the week, and in the end of the week he wrote what were the outcomes. He analyzed this whole process and then developed tasks for next week. Gatis believed that each of his students can learn. He can find a way where each of his students learn. And he believes that that study skills are the most important skills. And this self-organizing, he believes in self-organizing skills. He has this belief in his children, and he is ready to show it, and he's showing it by giving them tasks, giving them responsibilities, giving them responsibility about their achievements, about their goals, about the way they are studying. He has this shared responsibility with children. He knows. He gives a lot of responsibility to his children about their success. Basically, he has this system where each student can choose whether he's making poster presentation, some field work, or he has many different ways how one can learn, and each student can decide on which is the most convenient way for him. It's one way. Another way, when he's classroom teacher, he's letting them to decide what activities do we want to do, where do we get funding, how do we organize them. He delivers this responsibility to children, and it shows that he believes in them, and children feel that, yeah, there is this one teacher who believes in them. I think why Gatis is one of our most effective teachers is that he really makes sure that each individual student fulfills his full potential. He finds these all different ways how to work with each individual student to reach his potential. He has discussed with each student in his classroom, and they together have set goal for this study year and go beyond school. What do they want to do after school? And even in this second year, we already see that that he has this long-term impact. For example, in first year he was teaching math, and in second year there's this he's not teaching math anymore to this class, and but there's this one teacher who is very experienced, and she's delivering more traditional lessons by giving exercises from books, and then one by one asking them to solve them on blackboard. But she has stated that this one class is perceived as a weaker class because they're more into languages and social sciences. There has this urge of knowing things and trying to explain things and trying to learn how these things are working and why they are working, and not giving up. She has stated that this class, they are not giving up that easy on challenges in math.